Hello, and welcome in. Hi friends, hello. I'm Tammy Neff and you are on my page, Tammy Loves Vintage, and also going to be shared over into a private group called the Crafty Bunch. The Crafty Bunch is a bunch of crafty people, and Cheryl, who is Mama P's Crafty Creations, who actually happens to be the book that I have today to work on. She's like in charge of the Crafty Bunch. So she is also in this event, the Friendship Journal, where we are working on each other's journals. There's 5 of us. Anne with Anne's Create and Share. It is Cheryl with Mama P's Crafty Creations. It is me, Tammy Neff with Tammy Loves Vintage. It is Michelle at the Vintage Daisy, and it is Heidi at a Joyful Artistry by Heidi. I'm sorry, Heidi. Oh my gosh, I know your name. It starts with Joyful Artistry by Heidi. And so the 5 of us got together. Cheryl found us and pulled us in to create vintage journals. And so there's a hashtag, if you're not familiar with this. There's a hashtag, which is like the number sign, you know, the 2 lines like that and the 2 lines like that, the number sign or a hashtag, and then it's all one word, Vintage Friendship Journal. And if you type that in your search bar, you will be able to find all of the videos where we have started with nothing and made our pages and made our covers, and how we each put them together, and then how we decorated our covers, and then we mailed them. We just have a rotation, so I always mail to Anne at Anne's Create and Share, and then Anne mails hers to Heidi, Heidi mails hers to Cheryl, Cheryl mails hers to Michelle, and Michelle mailed hers to me, and we always stay on that rotation. So then in that hashtag, you'll see me working on Michelle's, and I did 5 pages, maybe 6, I think 5. And then I mailed it to Anne, and now I have Cheryl's. And if you were here, last weekend, I was at an antique show, and so I had poor Cheryl's book outside at the show in the parking lot, trying to do some pages. I managed to do 3 pages, and I didn't think I was I'm pushing you back a little bit so you guys can see. I didn't think I was super happy with them, but the one I loved, didn't touch. The other 2, I tweaked a little bit. I was gonna wait and do it with you, but I had some pine needles. I found some pine needles stuck in there, and I found the pin stuck to one of the pages for my glue. And the wind was blowing, you guys. It was something to see. So if by chance you missed it, you can scroll back on my page, you can scroll back in the Crafty Bunch, or you can hit that hashtag in your search bar and look up. It's linked in the top. When we're all done, it'll highlight and you'll be able to go that way as well. So this is the journal that Cheryl created. It's absolutely beautiful. And she used like I think it's an old photograph cover, and she decorated this, made a little pocket so someone could put a little something in the pocket. Is that a pine needle? No, it's glue. Okay. And then she made some cloth pages. She stained some pages, and then she put some really cool pages in here. And then this was my most favorite page that I have done so far in her book. Oh, I'm missing a button, and it's not from here, unless it went there. Oh, I do see what I was going to do. I was going to secure this down a little bit better. I only had my favorite, this art glitter glue for paper to paper, but I feel like it needs to be a little stronger, like a hot glue, because of the little picture that we made to stick in the pocket. Kind of pulls it out a little bit. This side seems to be down rather well. I think I'm gonna leave it. Okay, and then Michelle has done some pages. Cheryl likes simple. She doesn't like a whole lot. So Michelle did a page. I mean, I don't think she likes her pages like totally covered. Michelle did this page. It's amazing. You can watch it at the Vintage Daisy, or again, if you type in that hashtag. Here's another little, her work is just incredible. And look, Cheryl folded up a page when she put it in and make another pocket. And then this is a, it's got a string. I know she leaves those intentionally, but I think that's a little extra. I'll leave it a little long. That's like way long. This snippet roll, and then she tucked a little envelope in here and she clipped it in so it doesn't fall out, and crocheted a little string of buttons. And then here is another page that I did. So I'll show you what I finished up with this page. This one I wasn't completely finished with it, but I did all that I could. So I glued the buttons in on the pin. There's a little safety pin with buttons threaded on, and then I snipped these 3 flowers off of a doily that I had here at home. And then the only other thing that I did, which I really need to leave this out to dry because I just finished it, I put a little card in there, and I put 2 little cards in there, a little signature card, an old signature card, and then the C. I added a little piece of paper to this just to jazz it up a little bit. But I did finish her out a little bit better. I added some lace around her head and added the bow, added a necklace, and did a little bit of Nouveau drops around the edges of her. And she's like an old a paper doll. I know she's a reproduction copy, but I think she's really well done. So there is that page. And then this was another page that Michelle did. Right here, love that. She's got, like, I love all of those no colors. I'm a no color girl. And then here's a page that I did for her and just added a little bit of color, kept it simple. It's got a P in the pattern there. I'm not sure you can make it out. Let me pull this down. Right there's the P. And then I added a little, I've been putting one in everybody's journal, a little optical lens with the Zanesville where I live, little pocket with a couple of little cards tucked in. And then I made her just a simple little book to stick in here. I just punched the holes in the pages and then tied it together with this textury mulberry paper. And then we kind of left it hang over and overlap. And then here's another page by Michelle. And let's see, I think, does that end us out? Yeah, that ends us out. There is the back cover, and there is the very, very back. So I have a couple more pages to do. Let's see, one, make sure here, one, looking at what all I've done here, one. That's Michelle's. 2. I thought I did 3. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did 3 pages, so I've got 2 more to go. Did this one fairly up front. This one just fell open right in the middle, so let's go with that. I heard someone today say that they don't like to do the left-hand pages, they just like the right-hand pages. So I will do, of course I did a left-hand page over here. What did I do back here? I don't think it matters. I did a right-hand page there and a right, no, that's Michelle's. Oh yeah, Michelle did all, oh, and I did a left, so I did 2 lefts and a right. So let's do 3 lefts because this is fine. This is just gonna be a pain, but we'll hold it down there. So hi everybody, hello and welcome in. Welcome in, I'm glad to see you. Yay. So something about Mama P, I don't know everything, but I know that she loves maps. And while I was at the show, I found a map. And it's like my kind of map because it's neutral. So I thought, okay, we can compromise here. So I found this neutral map and I cut it. So I cut it because it had blue writing, which she likes color, but I didn't even think about her liking that. I cut it off. And then I cut this so that the numbers would show down the side and this would show across the top. However, I cut it, where's my glasses? I cut it too short. let's see here. If I cut on that line, so I'm barely going to get that J in there, but I really want to. Let me see if I can rip it here. So I went ahead and I knew there's a dotted line above the 4 and below the 4. Here's the 4. And I cut above, and I was supposed to cut below. Yes, Robin, absolutely. You pour your heart in here. Absolutely. That is the whole thing about it. It's called a journal. And I think all of these girls write in their journals. I'm new at all of this, so I'm new at the journal making thing, so mine's kind of, it's not the best, but it's okay. It's okay. These girls have been very gracious. I think I'm only in here because I like old stuff like they do. Not for my journal making abilities at all. But they've put up with me, and I think I'm doing okay with the pages. It's the journal making part. I used some flimsy paper, and I forget what else I did wrong. I don't know. That was probably my worst mistake. And I struggled with my binding, how to sew the pages in and all that. I struggled with that and messed it up and had to start over. So, it's, yeah. Everyone else is like perfection, and then there's me. Like, oh dear, messed up again. But I think in the end, it'll be great. And by the looks of these books, I was watching Anne work on mine first, and she booted me out. She says, "You're not supposed to be here, get out." So I quit watching her, but I've watched everybody else. She had a surprise for me, I guess. So, okay, I want to grab, I love this lace, and I found some more of it. It was $18 for this strip, but I love all the little balls on it. You see, it's fun. I think it's so fun. So I'm going to put some of this on the edge, just in case my map kind of hangs over a little bit. So I'm going to cut this little tail off here. I'm jumping right in, you guys, and I'm terrible at, when I'm in a timed thing, I'm kind of terrible at the comments, and oh, they're all cringing because I'm using hot glue, but I trust it. I trust it so much. And you can't see it. I don't know how anyone can tell what kind of glue they're using. Other people used, right? I'm doing hot glue because you're not getting hot glue off. So, yes. So this is, we're passing them around. So my journal is at Heidi's house, and this is Cheryl's journal. And we all take turns doing a few pages in each other's journal, and that's why it's called a friendship journal. So that's kind of fun. We think it's fun. They had an event, Chris Hunter, they did a journal on a journey, they called it. And then I think that the girls really enjoyed that. So they decided to do like a vintage style and continue it on. So that was when I got invited because it was a vintage deal. And so everything I'm using, except that girl, she is a reproduction, but everything else has been old. Old. So there we go. Oh, I love it. I watched Heidi doing mine today, and she was hanging all kinds of stuff out the edges. And I'm like, I love it. I loved everything she did. She got me perfectly. I am very vintage. I'm very neutral. I'm very Victorian. I would say like a little romantic side more than anything, as far as like the Victorian ladies and the ruffles and the pretty, like that's, I love all that stuff. So, okay, yeah, see, now that's gonna look better than just have that paper hanging off the edge. I don't like it that it's so plain. I want a sandwich. Well, we'll worry about that later. I want a sandwich. No, I meant I was going to sandwich the paper in the middle. I don't want a sandwich. Oh, man. See, see, I would normally use my Super 77. I think that would be great, but I didn't get my board ready, so I'm just going to do this. See how we do. We'll see how we do with this. Okay. I'm going to lay this down, get all of her ties out of here so you can still see them. Pushing it up to the top edge. And those of you that follow me, look how neatly I cut that. I had it square, I didn't rip. I was watching Michelle and she's like, I don't like it when you rip your paper. I was so surprised because Michelle rips everything. Oh no, Kim. I really have not. I just love doing assemblages, like, I think that's what they call them, where I just like making creations. So, okay, I'm going to piece this together. I actually could have went a little bit longer, huh? And then I'll fix this little patch. No one will ever know except you girls, and don't tell anyone. Aw, thank you. Thanks, Jeanette. Well, my putting it together ability was a little rough. I think if we do it again, I need a little counsel. I need a little counsel. So, okay. Now I feel like that edge, we're only 15 minutes in. I'm doing fantastic. Let me grab a piece of lace here, just something to finish. I need something little. This might be pretty, but I don't want to take away. Nope, it's too busy. It's too much. I need something simple. Let me see about this. This isn't super simple. Yeah, I like that though, because it's still sweet on this side. Okay, so let's put this down here. I'm gonna let that J show. I don't know why. Her name is Cheryl, but, and, I'm actually gonna run it clear. I'm gonna run it right on that little edge. Okay, so we're going to start it right here. All you journalers, look away. Look away, look away. Because yes, I'm using hot glue. I think I'm supposed to be using Fabri-Tac, from what I hear. But look, it's done, it's dry. I don't have to worry about anything sticking to anything. I have, but not like you girls. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you, Michelle. Not like this. Like all that signature stuff. I did it in my private group years ago. This is what Michelle's talking about probably. And I did all kinds of research, but it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't remember any of it. I saw it online. I paid for a class. Like I figured it all out, but I don't remember it. It's been so long ago. And then I like to decorate the fronts of books. Like that's my thing. I like doing books on the front. That's easy for me. So yeah, no rules. I love this, you guys. It's true. We've all been able to do our own thing. We're supposed to put our own style in the books, but we're all trying to be thoughtful of whose book we're working in and kind of pick up on their style as well. So if you caught me outside at the Springfield show, I had a strip of this quilt, and I just thought of Cheryl when I saw it. And so I sat here today while I was watching Anne, I think, whatever, watching one of those girls, and I sewed it roughly, really roughly. See my stitches? I did it rough on purpose, and not on purpose. I'm a terrible sewer. I love these kind of projects because I can be messy, and it's like, oh, I meant to be messy. And it's okay. So, okay, I have this much. Now, I was thinking about folding it, like cutting it right here and folding it over, like pulling some strings, making it rough, and then I have a vintage red button. I was going to make a pocket like that, but I like the idea, since it's with a map, I dug out a picture with an old car. And so I thought, I like the idea of leaving it open. And this is where these girls that are so talented would know what to do. But what I was thinking is maybe tucking it over and tucking it over. I'm making this up. No. Tucking it over. And then I was going to say, like, kind of make it look like an upside down triangle. That looks ridiculous. And I could have put a button on both sides. I don't like that. Because I can still see some raw, which I love the raw, but okay. Well, first of all, that's just way too much to work with. So I am going to go ahead and cut it. Oh, I'm shaking. Isn't that funny what gives you the shakes? That's perfectly fine until I started doing this. Okay, so now let's take some tweezers. And so see how crispy that line is compared to these stringies here. So I'm going to string it out. Ooh, wow, that ripped easy. But I like it. Oops. Just pull some strings out of here. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Okay. You know what? What if I just left it open so you see that? Put my button here and stick my car in here like this. And then when she gets it back, if she's not crazy for that, then she can pop the button off or add another button and close it and tuck it. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, so I stuck my picture in the pocket. Exactly what I did. So, okay, I'm going to glue this down. I'm just going to use the hot glue again. It'll hold. I don't have to worry about it lifting. I think they don't use it because it is thick, maybe? I don't know. Okay. I just trust it. I guess. So, okay, now I guess we could do a pocket back here too, the way I did that. Glue this edge. Let's see, can't glue much, just a little bit right there. Oh, so wait a minute. What if I did what I said? Is this what you're saying, Ada? What if I made the pocket a pocket? Oh, well, how about that? Oh, there, more of the car shows go in that direction. Except like a car and they're going on a trip. I think I like that better. But then when she opens this, there's nothing inside. I think I like that better though. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm just going to glue this button on. Like that. And I'm just going to leave it flat. I'll find something to put in here because I can't leave it like that. But there's that. And then I need something for down here. And I cut off the name, like the map, the name of the map. National Map Service, it says. And I was thinking about going kind of like that. Or do I want to put it up here? I just know she loves maps. It looks better up here for sure. And I bought all these little pieces. And kind of, I don't know. And I bought all of these as well, but I didn't like any of them. So when I saw them, I'm like, oh, Cheryl, this is perfect. But it's too much or something. Okay, don't like that. So can I do anything with a piece of this maybe? Just to balance it out, I guess. With an airplane? I doubt it. I doubt it. Not that I can remember. Okay, so I like this up here. And then this says City of Marion, Ohio. This was the Streets of, oh here, Streets of Marion. Let's do this. What time is it? 23. Frame it out with a piece of matched colored paper. Oh. Hi, Cheryl, you're here. I know you do. She's the quilt map girl. Colorful quilts and maps and fun things. Happy. She likes happy color. Okay. So I still have to repair this little thing, and I thought maybe just to put this little sign that says Streets of Marion off of the map on here. So this is called fussy cutting. And it's tough for someone that can't see. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm going to put that right there, which I love that. Okay, so let's do this glue. Because I don't need hot, it's not holding anything heavy. Okay. And that cleans all that up, and I like that a lot. Okay, and then I think I do want to put this National Map Service. I think that's good for a map lover. But frame it out with a piece. Okay, oh, that's kind of a good idea. You mean like do that with it? Oh, good idea. Who said that? Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Good thinking, girly. Okay, well, it's too late. I was thinking like pinking shears or something, but I've already kind of decoratively used those decorative scissors to cut out that paper. Let me find my tweezers again. They're right here. Let's see about kind of, I don't know if Anne likes it stringy. I think she does, just from the looks of her cover. So for those of you that used to always get texts from me when I was going live, they have raised the price from $60 a month for me to have the service up to $200 a month, and then they charge 2 cents a text. And so I just couldn't continue that service. So if you like to follow me and want to know when I'm going live, the only thing you can do now is the Telegram app, or make sure you're following Tammy Loves Vintage. And then if you click on the buttons at the dots, the 3 dots at the top, you can like make sure it's a favorite or one that you want to see all. Otherwise, they just kind of send you highlights, and you don't always know. So you do have that option. But it just seemed like a crazy price to me. Okay, I don't have fabric glue here. Okay, I'm going to use this paper glue again. I used it while I was on that trip, and it did fine. I've used it before for fabric, so it's all good. I feel confident about it. So I'm going to put that here as a backer for this. I love that idea. Fabulous. Perfect. Exactly what it needed for balance. It was ridiculous. I agree. I just thought, oh my gosh, that's like triple. I don't know. Now, I was in a business group, and I did get a rate, but I mean, I've had that for years, that texting service. I've been paying that, which I thought was ridiculous, and I almost dropped it at the first of this year because I thought it was just so, when I was doing my taxes, I saw it was almost $1,000. That just seems crazy. But I kept it because it was so nice and it was so convenient, and so many people like to just like private message for things, and it worked out great. So, okay. There is a map page. I think that is simply Cheryl. There's a map in the background, and it has quilts, and she has this little pocket to hide her secrets in. Okay, so I forgot to grab parchment paper. So if you remember, when I went, I put my projects in a bag. So we have, that took me a half hour. I have a half hour to do one more page, and I'm pretty sure we can do it. And okay, so we've got this one and this one. And let's see here, this one, that one. So we need to get on back here to the back. How about this one? It's got some glue smeared on here. Probably shouldn't have been there. Let's see. Not sure I can get it off either. I better just leave it. Okay, so let's cover that up. We'll fix this page 4, and we're going to do another, that side that isn't as likable to do. So in those bags, this is my last bag to unpack, and I kind of showed you guys when I was outside, like my ideas for that bag. But while I was at the show, I found a different piece of lace. So I may, rather than this, I need to just lay them out and see. I found this hat, which I was thinking is the perfect, yeah, look at that. It's the perfect fit. I'm kind of digging that. And then I have this one. It's a little bit thinner, but it's longer. Let's see, is the ruffle? Yeah, the ruffle's like, yeah, the ruffle's a good bit longer, so that might be extreme. Not sure how ruffly Cheryl is. I think she is, because look, she's got her big ties, and she's got this stuff hanging. I think she's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this hat. Oh, go away if you can't stand it. Let's see if I can leave those little ties on there for the blue. I don't know, it might throw off her neutral cover. I should probably try to rip it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can rip it. Okay. Oh, easy rip. Okay, now you're getting over where I don't want you. Okay. Okay, and then let's keep this little bow. Okay. Okay, so it's got a bow. This side has a bow, but those big long strings are a little too much. Oh yeah, and it's not in balance. Let's see. So if I kept any, I would keep the bottom one, and I'm just going to shorten it because it's a little too long. Okay. And then that's going to go there. I wasn't thinking about it being that long. And if I pucker it up. So I'm the last one in the event today. If I pucker it, what would happen? I'm afraid it will lift it up too high. This is too short. Oh, you guys, okay. here, this side's shorter, and it has this side's shorter. The back of the little bonnet is shorter. I'm going to flip it over and do the back side. Okay, sorry. Forget about the ties and the ribbons. Just pleat it in the corner. Pleat it. Everyone's saying pleat it. A running stitch. Oh, yeah, and pull it. How about I flip it over and do it shorter? How about I do a shorter one? So my flooring people, those of you that have been following me and waiting, where are you, what's going on? The flooring people keep checking me around. They have not shown up yet. So because I'm going out of town, Abby called. She's coming in to model for Express. The Express headquarters are here in Ohio, about an hour away. So she's coming into town to model for them. They're flying her in this week. And then I leave for the Sparkle event. So it's just too much. And I said, it's too much. I can't deal with you guys doing my floor. Let's see. That makes it too high. I really like it down here. I made this pocket. So on the hashtag thing, you guys, the hashtag friendship journal, hashtag vintage friendship journal. I know it's 3 words, all one word, no spaces. Hashtag vintage friendship journal. I believe I shared making these. I think I did. I should go back and make sure I did. But I made all kinds of different pockets here in the group. Let me see here. I laid this out too, which is like it's like a belly band, but I like to call them like a sash or something. I hate to say bellies. I don't know why. Whoever invented that name, like, come on, call it a belt, call it anything but a belly band. I don't know. Yeah, I do have one of those there, but I really like it. I was thinking, upside down, I was thinking this sash with a handwritten letter, because she likes letters, and I do too, and that's an absolute bomb of a letter. And then maybe putting a pocket here and just tucking some little threads in. Yeah, it's going down. So I've got 2 paper snippet rolls. Is that bad? I do 2 of the same thing. They're different, but the same idea. I don't think I mind. Running stitch, yeah, where I can pull it, but I just think all that gather will make it, like, these books are starting to stay way open, so I'm trying to be mindful and keeping them a little bit flatter and not doing up so much. That's probably, no, it's still wet. So I'm trying to do flatter things like paper. Okay, so this needs ripped a little bit more so that it doesn't go into that end. Okay, so that's going down for sure. And I think I only want to put down the 2 sides, and I'm going to use hot glue to make them stay extra. And I'm bending it up just a little bit. I don't want to bend it up too much, but I want it to be, yes, bent up a little bit. Okay. And then it needs a little bit of decor stuck to it. We'll see about that. I know this is going in there. It's a fabulous letter. No idea what it says. Dear friends, we'll take time, just a few lines. I have so much still to attend before I have that. I'm actually afraid that it'll leave some intriguing things. I don't really know what it, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, now I'm going to leave this. So this pocket is open in the back too. And I was thinking about a cummerbund. There you go. I was thinking about putting a dot of glue to hold it shut. But in case she wants to add something else long, which she's not going to, I don't think. I don't think she will because it'll stick out. Well, if she, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna leave it open so that she can do her thing with it. These girls use their journals. I look at mine. I always called them treasure books because I put like pretty things in them just to look at and flip through the pages. These girls literally write daily in their journals. And they have different themed journals for different, you know, I want to say like a birthday journal or whatever. Okay, and then I had this because she liked color, but, oh yeah, well, I don't hate that either, actually. I might like that better, and this is a piece of a quilt that I had. I don't like that. But this blue kind of ties in to that, one of our little tags that we made forever ago. Okay, let's tie that around the top of this to give this page a little bit of color. She's a color girl. I don't know why all my colors have been blue for the most part, but they have. Okay, so then I can tack this down. I kind of like this. If it were for me, I'd go for the fluff, but it's for her, and I know she's like not so, she likes her pages simpler. So I think I'm going to just do this, and it gives it a little pop of color too. So again, I'm hot glue. Now that other glue, that art glitter glue, worked fabulous. Everything I glued down except that one little sash, belly band, whatever, kind of came up on the one side. And you know, I didn't really work it hard to try and fix that. So I knew I was gonna go home and glue it down. So I didn't really worry with it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that blue shows up great. It shows up wonderful. Okay, we're good on time. Just check that. So let's snippity doodah that off. And then I have this little, of course that's gonna really make her fat. My nose keeps itching. Milady's Service Kit. I loved this. To use with this self-threading needle and thread. Yeah, I'm going to put it up there because it goes with the thread. I don't need that kind of glue. I don't need the... Hi, May. You have? That's so sweet of you. Thank you. At the top of my page, Tammy Loves Vintage, there is a my link tree. It's the very first link. And if you click on that, there's a free app that you can download for your phone and computer and all that. And you'll get notifications whenever I'm going live. So if that helps, I'm sure it would help a little bit. Oopsie, I haven't grabbed that glue, and that's fine. Let's see. Put a little button up there on that tab, and then I need to add a little bit of something down here. I'm afraid this is too much, but I love it. At the same time, I love it. But I'm afraid it's too thick. We're all talking about how thick the books are getting. Let's see, blue. Do I have any light blue? Let's see. It's just, my life has been so crazy. I know everyone's life is crazy. It's been extremely crazy. I paint houses and offices for my job, and we have been very busy with painting here lately. Trying to get a little bit more color in there, and I don't love that. I don't love it. Oh, how about this? This is just the little scrap from my, let's do this. Let's see where though, right here is a good spot. Okay, so I'm just gonna twist my seam binding, just this little scrap of seam binding, and make it look like a bow, and I'm gonna stick it right in there. And then I'm gonna grab another little button. Let's see, here's one. And I'm going to, oh, see, hot glue again. Stick that in there, like that. Okay, and then I need these two to match. Okay, there, that's a nice little touch of the same blue. See that? Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, great. All right, now, something to finish off. I've got a few minutes here, and I came up with an idea for these journals to mark which pages I did. And let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I went to let's see, I think I got this on Amazon. I checked Etsy too. I was looking for a letter T because my name is Tammy, and I found this T in a stamp. Yeah, and I was thinking like the backs of envelopes when you seal wax, when you seal the wax. So I'm gonna use my hemp oil. Oops, I need to put my pin back in my art glitter glue. Here's what I'm talking about. That straight pin. Oops. Gosh, it's really dried on me. Okay. Oops. I remember I lost the pin at the show. I forgot about it, and I didn't unpack anything until today. So I'll have to fix that. Let's see here. So I'm going to take a brush, and I'm going to dip it in some hemp oil, just anything oily that you have. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but I was worried about the wax sticking. I don't know anything about this. So I just thought, how could I make sure that the wax doesn't stick? And then one of you guys suggested, so I was talking about doing this, and one of you guys suggested gold glittery wax. So I ordered the gold wax, and I got it with just a little gun. I'm going to practice here. One. It's not ready yet. I'm rushing it. Okay. And so I did Michelle's journal. I stamped her pages that I did in her book. The only thing is, when I did it, I wasn't thinking about having my T right side up. So a couple of them, my T was going in the wrong direction when I realized that. I got all cocky, like, oh, you know, my first one was perfect. It was beautiful. And I'm like, oh, dang. So then I flipped through. Here's another one, you know, boom. Here's another one, boom. And it was off a little bit. So I need to be mindful. This is only the second one I've done. So I still have Heidi's, Anne's, and Anne's. That's all. Oh, we've done 2. Yeah. I only have Heidi's and Anne's left. And the last time I was live, it's still coming out. I lost my lid to my Rub and Buff. Never did find it. I think I was in my group when that happened. Okay, 1/4 till. So let's, oh, there. Okay. So now I just have to remember, like, how big of a dollop did I do? That's kind of big, but let's see. I don't think it's big enough. No, it's not. See, and it's upside down. Here we go. See? It's not big enough. Okay, but we're ready. All right, so let me get my brush back. Put just a little bit of oil in there. Stamp some of that oil off. Okay, so I need a bigger dollop. let's go here and we're going to mark, make sure it's dry. I'm going to mark my page for Cheryl. That should be enough. Okay, and then make sure my T, okay, there we go, and she's going down. Okay, and she's coming up. Okay, and then what I did was, what I do with my rub and buff right here, I wasn't crazy for the gold, so I added my rub and buff to tone it down a little bit. The gold was kind of orangish, so I rub and buffed just a little bit. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing that I did that I totally forgot about is I found these finger, Julie calls them finger condoms, but they're, instead of gloves, I can just put it on one finger. So it was a great find, and I'm going to put that on there. So there's one. Here's one. I'm going to stick it right here so she still has room to do her thing. So I need another. I don't know how the girls feel about this. Cover your buff with a piece of tinfoil. Cover your buff. Oh, yeah, Tammy, yeah. That's a good idea. It's almost empty. Almost empty. Okay, that's not quite ready. Okay, here we go. No, we're not. I gotta make sure I got oil in it. I don't think I need the oil. Okay, but I don't want it to stick to it and ruin it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now yeah. Okay, the T is right side up, going down. Okay, I'm still almost not getting enough. All right, and then let's do our rub and buff. Just tone that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, make sure that's not coming off. Nope. On the other page. Okay, and then we have this one. I love how this girl turned out. She's great. Making sure those Nuvo drops are dry. I love that little addition. I knew she needed something around the edges, but I couldn't figure out what. Now, where the heck am I going to put this stamp? I'm thinking back here because I don't want it here. I covered up my page too much. I don't really want it up there to interfere with whatever she's going to do, but I think I am because I don't have a good spot. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Here it is. Did I oil it? I don't know. Let's see. My T is right side up. Here we go. It's a little. Oh, shoot. I stuck my finger in. It wasn't hard yet. Oh, for goodness sake. Hot glue. Hot glue. Okay. I need to let it dry a little bit more. Get my tweezers here. What time is it? 2. Let's see. Okay. All right. And then, what did I do with my rub and buff? Okay, here it is. Rub and buff just to tone down that orangey bit of gold. Make it a little bit more antique-y. Okay. Make sure it's not going to stick to the other page. Okay. Now, here we go. I'll have to like double check my pages and make sure I don't want to do anything else with them, but I'm happy with them for, you know, for show purposes, right? Okay. Ooh, this one might be my best one. Yep, that was my best one as far as hitting the whole stamp. It's a little crooked, but it's my best one. Okay, let's do the rub and buff. No better than to touch it. Okay, I need to let it cool. Hi, Pam. Top corner. Oh, oops, I already did it. Up here, or up here. Now, I did it down here to still kind of distract from that cut mark. Okay. Putting on the rub and buff to tone down the gold of the sticks. They really didn't give you like a whole lot of, didn't give you any option. It's like, you want gold? Here you go. This is what you get. So, all right, and then I need to put like some kind of a snap or something. I don't know about leaving that flap, or maybe a string with another button down here, maybe a small red button, something that she could untie. However, if I do that, she's going to think there's something in there. I'm going to have to put something in there. That's something I'll have to work on, probably, you guys. Okay, and then I need, I hate to take her only spot, because she could write in here, you know, January 8th, I had a great day, park, at the park with, oh, what's her granddaughter's name? I know it. Good, Adeline. To the park with Adeline, or something like that is all she would need to say. And she would always remember that she went to the park with her that day, or whatever. Bad day at doctor. Whatever. She might say something short. Of course, she could hide it down here. Good day with Adeline. Bad day at work, or whatever. Okay, so I'm feeling like I need to put it like in here or on this. I might just stick it right on that. I got nothing from nobody, so I think I'm going to do that. It's like, okay. This one ought to be my best. When you put it on thicker, you gotta wait because it sticks. Let that glue set up a little bit. Still thinking about it. And I can't like hot dryer it because it it'll melt my glue, right? Can't heat gun it. There, perfect. Okay, just give it a second to cool off. All right, now it's ready for a little bit of rub and buff, just to tone that brassiness down. Yeah, pretty. Okay. clean hands. Okay. So that's what it came out like. So then when she's looking through, because we're all doing different pages and she won't know who's doing what. So that was my bright idea. So there's that one. What time is it? We've got 2 minutes. She's already popping the next person in. We've got this one. I have to decide about this. I don't know. I maybe should just leave it. 2. We're going to get harder and harder to find. 3, 4, 5. Oh gosh. I think my first one and my last one are my favorites, but they're the most like me with a little snap of color. That one and that one. They're probably the most like me. I just love this letter P in here for her on that one, and I kept hearing keep it simple in the back of my mind. That one's sweet with all the color for her. That one was for her, and then the map one was for her with the color. So yay! There you go. I hope you're gonna like it, Cheryl. I'm gonna take another look, but we're still, we're still, look, if you tied it, if you had a closure, we're still in great shape, really. Really great shape. So yay, I'm glad I kept it skinny for you. You know, I didn't put any doorknobs in there or anything. So, all right, you guys, we have 1 minute left. Thank you for joining me. I always love hanging out with you. I can tell you that my jewelry came in, so there's nobody after me. It's 4 o'clock. I just remembered there's nobody after me. So I'm going to come back on here in just a minute and open up my jewelry box. I have been so excited for the jewelry from Melinda Maria. It's been here for like 4 days and I have not been able to go live. And so I thought we would go live together and open that up. And then I've got to get to my mom's. My brother and his wife are in town and I haven't seen them since last year. So we're going to buzz over there and visit. So I'll do my jewelry really quick so I can wear it. And I'll see you all later. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you check out the hashtag Vintage Friendship Journal, all one word, all lowercase, hashtag Vintage Friendship Journal. And make sure you're a member in the Crafty Bunch because that is Cheryl's group and that's where we are all streamed together so that you're not jumping around from page to page. And you can go back and catch everybody if you missed them from today. You can go back and watch all of us do each other's journals. It's so fun. They're all different. They're all beautiful. And they're already talking about maybe doing something else with our group. So our little group of 5. So I hope they come up with something awesome that we can keep doing this because I've enjoyed it. So I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.